Daniel, you guys go on the road this weekend facing the Tennessee Titans. With their having first overall pick in Cam Ward, that task for your defense, what do you recall about being, highly touted first round pick and the way that defenses maybe attacked you as a rookie?
I guess generally they, you try to pressure a young quarterback. I don't know, Lou's much smarter than I am in terms of that kind of stuff. So I know he'll have a plan for how he wants to handle it. But yeah, I just remember as a young player, defensive coordinators trying to speed you up. It's a fast game already, and that's what a lot of coaches will do. I think it differs in every situation.
With you guys sitting at 2-0, Shane said that he's really preached discipline. What does that discipline look like kind of in that Monday through Saturday to lead up to produce what you need to on Sunday?
I think it's just not looking too far ahead of where we are in the week or where we are in our process, and making sure we're having the best Wednesday we can have, and focusing on accomplishing what we need to today, and then once we do that, we're focused kind of on Thursday and what's in front of us then. So I think that's the same process we've stuck to this point. That doesn't change for us, and we'll keep doing that.
Dan, you've played a lot of road games in your career. Knowing where you guys are right now, your first one of the season, how much are you embracing this moment to get a chance to go down there and play against the Titans?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed playing on the road. I think, in a hostile environment, and it's kind of your team, and I think there's some part of that brings you, closer, and you kind of got to, pack together and go in there and get a win. So I've always enjoyed playing on the road. I'm excited for our first opportunity to do that this year.
I'm sorry, Daniel, as a quarterback, when you've got a player like Jonathan Taylor, you had Saquon, how does that impact your play and what you guys can do on offense?
Yeah, it makes a tremendous impact. Have a running back like that who can hit the big one, hit the home run, who can make it happen. Late in the game, that was a huge play for us there in the fourth quarter, and breaks a really long run. He made some plays in the pass game too, but it helps the quarterback a ton.
When you went back and watched the film, what did you see from JT? I'm sure you could feel it in the pass game, but in terms of him in pass protection.
I thought he was really good. Really good. I think, obviously, like we talked about last week, that was an aggressive defense, and they want to, pressure and send guys and force you to pick things up and pass off, games up front, and our guys did a really good job with that, and JT was a big part of it.
Daniel, I know you haven't been here for the past decade, but for years this franchise has been playing catch-up after the first couple of weeks of the season. I know it's a long way to go, but how beneficial is it? How can it be a launching pad when you see where the rest of the division is early on?
Yeah, I don't think we're putting too much into looking at the division at this point. We're 2 games into the season, and sure, it's good, great to get off to a fast start, but everyone knows there's a lot of football to play, and we know that. So, obviously we'd rather be 2-0, but there's a lot in front of us, and we've got to continue to improve as a team.
I asked Shane what has stood out to him about this team. You're off to a 2-0 start. He had mentioned that the camaraderie of the guys, the togetherness. Do you feel that? Do you sense that among these guys in this locker room?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. I think we've got a lot of guys who are bought into what we're doing and want to win more than anything. No one's bigger than that. No one's bigger than the team, and I think you feel that. And we've got to continue to do that. We've got to do that through the week as we prepare this week to play the Titans.
Dave, what do you think it's like the game plan against the targets that you guys have, and then couple that with the fact that you are spreading the ball around as well? You can't hone in on one guy, right?
Yeah, I think it's a good point. It makes it tough for defenses. I think you look at a lot of offenses across the league, and there's a clear go-to guy, or there's 1 or 2 guys where you say, hey, we take this guy out of the game, and it changes what they can do. I think with us, if you do that, it exposes you to some other, 4 or 5 other guys who can make plays. And I think we've said all along through training camp, I think that's a big time strength for us.
Shane has always said Shane has always said he wants to be multiple. Have you gotten the sense that's a goal of his, is to try to spread that ball around?
I think so, yeah. I think you see it in how we game plan, how we use different guys skill set. I think, always week to week, depending on what the defense is doing, some defenses may lend more to a certain guy's skill set, but I think there's definitely an effort to get everyone involved and spread the ball around.
You had mentioned Blue up at the top of here. How has he improved you as a quarterback since you've gotten here in town?
I think just seeing a lot of different looks and I've been able to ask questions, talk about things like how he sees certain situations, how he wants to play on defense, what things might cause him issues, how he handles those things, and you can learn a lot from a really good coach like that who's been around for a long time and has a system like he has that has so many different multiples.
How weird is it that you guys haven't had to punt yet? I mean, has that sort of sunk in yet? A couple games in?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's good, but we've been stopped. I mean, we haven't converted on some fourth downs, which have kept us from scoring. So, it's great we haven't punted, but we gotta convert those and gotta score touchdowns in the red zone. So there's plenty to look at that we need to improve in terms of sustaining drives and finishing the touchdowns.
How much does you about Alec Pierce as a deep ball catcher and his ability to kind of make you right on some of those 50-50 balls?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of deep ball guys, it's their speed and being able to get behind the defense, and he has that for sure. He can run past anybody, but he also has the ability to go up and catch, make the contested catch, high point it. He's strong. I think when you put that together, it's a real threat down the field.
Daniel, you guys have been really good on first down through the first two games. Do you point to anything specifically in line?
I mean, I think just being able to run it and throw it, being able to do both, I think keeps the defense on their heels, and guys up front have done a really good job in the run game and then in the pass game too. Guys are getting open, so I think you can do both. You prepare for those situations, and then it's important to get the drive off to a good start.